The diver thought he had just touched a dead body. He was 30 meters down, alone in a sunken wreck, in water as black as ink. Then the body moved. A hand reached out of the dark and closed around his. The ship had gone down almost 3 days earlier. No one was supposed to be breathing inside it. It was the early morning of the 26th of May, 2013, about 30 kilometers off the coast of Nigeria. A tugboat called the Jascon 4 was steadying an oil tanker out at a chevron platform when the swell turned violent. A heavy wave rolled the boat over. Within minutes, it was sinking down to about 30 meters the seabed. There were 12 men on board. 11 of them would not survive. The cook, Harrison Okene, had just left the bathroom when the water hit. He was in his underwear, with no time for anything else. As the boat turned upside down and filled, he fought through the dark and wedged himself into a small space in the officers' quarters. There, against the rising water, a thin layer of trapped air had formed, a pocket maybe 4 feet high. It was the only reason he was still breathing. Picture where he was. A steel room, upside down, 30 meters under the sea. Total darkness. Water up to his chest, and cold enough to pull the heat out of his body. He could not see his own hands. He had no idea if anyone knew the boat had even gone down. And here is the part most people never think about. That pocket of air was not refilling. It was a countdown. With every breath, he used up a little more oxygen and breathed out carbon dioxide that had nowhere to go. And the body feels it before the mind understands it. A pounding headache, shortness of breath, a heart that races for no reason he could name. Slowly, invisibly, the air around him was turning against him. He could not see it, taste it, or stop it. He prayed. He thought about his family. He kept moving his arms just to stay warm in the water. And he was not alone down there. In the dark, he could hear the sounds of the wreck, and he understood that the others had not made it. Hours passed, then a full day, then another. No light, no voices, no sign that the world above even knew he was there. Around 60 hours in, nearly 3 days, a dive team finally descended to the wreck. But they had not come to save anyone. Their job was grim and simple: locate the boat and recover the bodies of the men inside. A diver moved through the flooded, pitch-black interior, feeling his way along by hand. And then something reached back. A hand closed around his. For a moment, both men were terrified. The diver had expected the dead. Instead, after 60 hours, Harrison Okene was alive. The team warmed him, fitted him with an oxygen mask, and carefully brought him out of the wreck. But they could not simply rush him to the surface. For days, his body had been under crushing pressure, and his blood had absorbed gas that would turn deadly if he came up too fast. So he spent days more inside a decompression chamber, letting his body slowly, safely catch up with the world above. Out of 12 men, Harrison Okene was the only one who came home. For a long time afterward, he was terrified of the water. The nightmares stayed with him. But years later, he did something almost no one expected. He trained and qualified as a professional diver. He went back to the same dark water that nearly took his life, this time by choice.